Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Daniel Cross, and today I want to talk to you guys about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and something I discovered with the sniper rifles. This has been something that I've been kind of sitting on for a while, mostly because I talked to Drifter about it, and we sat down and I, showed it to him, and I was like, hey, is this actually legitimate? Is it real? And we tested it quite a bit. And we decided, it's probably not a good thing to actually really tell people about it because it would probably only get patched, and then the amount of people using it would kind of change how sniping is already perceived into a negative. But as the game's progressed, we've noticed that people are slightly figuring this out, and I wanted to put up a video before. I've known about this for probably, I want to say, a couple months, even right after the game came out. So I've been sitting on it for about at least three to 2 months or something like that. And I wanted to discuss kind of what's going on with the sniper rifle and how to kind of counteract what they're doing in terms of trying to patch it. With quickscoping, you can actually quickscope people, black scope them across the map. It's not a problem. And I wanted to go give you guys a couple examples of this that I figured out, and it works at any distance. It's nothing that you can't learn. You have to just take some time to do it, and I'm going to go ahead and explain that. But with quickscoping, they decided to add in a lot of sway. And what you can do now is you don't actually have to really worry about the sway. There's a way that you can scope in and actually beat that. If you scope in, there's a few frames where the actual scope pops up and it's dead center of your screen every single time. And that's traditionally what we would call a quick scope in other Call of Duties, but with this it's more of a black scope. You're pulling the scope up for just a fraction of a second, and then as soon as that crosshair pops up, your bullet will legitimately shoot straight. You can do this up close, you can do this mid-range, you can do this as far as you can see across the map, as long as you have your center screen positioned on their body. Now, one of the things that people are going to ask is, how does this actually work? Well, what you're doing is you're scoping in within a few frames. It's probably 1 to 2 frames. 1 frame is probably a little unrealistic. You'd probably say about 2 to 3 frames. And there's a timer within the game that applies sway to the sniper rifle scope. Well, it's not applied within that frame, so you're essentially scoping into the dead center spot on your screen, which allows you to shoot the bullet 100% accurately straight where your crosshair is to the center of your screen within a couple frames. This is something that you guys can probably use in terms of quickscoping if you want on a regular basis. I use it all the time, and I blackscope people. People get really upset. They don't understand how I'm sniping that quickly. The only negative to this, and the way that I think people can understand that it is somewhat still balanced, if you're trying to pinpoint people across the map, it's really hard. I would recommend not doing that. This is probably going to be a technique that's going to be used up close on momentum and free-for-all, things like that. If you have a really wicked shot, though, and you're able to pinpoint people across the map, this is going to benefit you. It's not something that's going to hinder you. The only thing with the sniper rifles that will hinder you at this point is how slow the Morse fires. This does work with pretty much any other sniper rifle. The only two that I can see that you guys wanting to use this on is going to be the Atlas 20mm and the Morse sniper rifle. Now, as far as attachments and perks and class setup, I will show you a picture of mine. That way you can understand what I'm using. You don't have to use any of these. You can just pick up a sniper rifle and do exactly what I'm doing the same way without any perks or attachments. I would recommend, however, using a variable scope because it is more accurate. The regular scope is a little bit down to the right. It's off center. It's not actually centered on the sniper rifle, so it's still a little bit broken, and we are waiting for a patch to fix that if we ever get it. It's kind of a small issue, but it's easily avoidable. I'd recommend not using like an iron sight or ACOG because that's just not really probably going to work with this type of mechanic in a way. So any perks that you want to use or any attachments you want to use, go ahead and try it, see what happens, but I'd only recommend the variable scope. That's just for me. It's something that I like using because up close you can get decent kills and you're not zoomed too far in. You don't get a lot of tunnel vision. You have your peripheral vision as well. It's a little bit blurred out, but you can kind of have more of an advantage by seeing your screen. So if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and please leave a like on this. I would greatly appreciate it if we can share it, get it around, get a couple people kind of seeing this, because I know it's going to be something that's going to be used quite frequently a lot in sniping for Advanced Warfare, and I definitely think it's something that snipers going to like. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this, and I'll see you soon with another video. As always, take care.